There's a lot of confusion between meal planning and meal prepping. This is Jackie from Otherwise, and I'm here to help. You see photos with all these containers of food that's all the same stuff. Is that meal planning? Is that meal prepping? What is that? That's not exactly the kind of meal prepping I do. Now, if you're on a diet and you need to count your calories, then by all means do that. But for a family, that's just not going to work. Meal planning is about making your dinners for the week. It's about deciding how much money you have to spend at the grocery store, asking your family what they would like to have, finding what's on sale. It's about taking the information from your family, how much money you have, all those things, and putting that together and coming up with a plan for your meals for the week. Meal planning is expensive when you don't use the food that you already have. When you go out and buy something new every time, then you have food that sits in your cabinets or at the bottom of the refrigerator and never gets used. So make a plan with what you already have. What's in the freezer? What's in the pantry? What's in the refrigerator? What do you have sitting on your cabinet? What fresh food? You want to start with these items first when making your meal plan. Once you have your list of food that's already in the cabinets, the list of what your family would like to have to eat this week, your grocery budget, and the sale papers, you can sit down and plan out some recipes that would be great for your family for this week. Meal prepping is about getting your food ready for dinner. Let's say you're going to buy 5 pounds of ground beef, and you're going to use most of that within the next 2 weeks. You're going to have a cookout, so you'll need 2 pounds of ground beef patted up into burgers, and then the rest you're going to use in your recipes. So you've got tacos and spaghetti sauce and a vegetable beef soup. You'll need a little bit for homemade pizza and chili. So you can brown all that ground beef and a couple of chopped onions for those recipes, all at the same time. If it's going to be just a couple of days before you use that food, then you can put it in the refrigerator to reheat and season for each meal. If it's going to be next week, you can go ahead and put that in the freezer. Let's say I have a whole chicken, and I want to use those in 3 different recipes. I want to do a chicken pie, chicken and rice, and teriyaki chicken. The teriyaki chicken will need to be baked. The rest can be cooked in the slow cooker and then deboned. Also, since I'm going to have rice with both the chicken teriyaki and the chicken and rice, maybe one at the beginning of this week and one at the end or the first of next week, then I can go ahead and cook my rice together ahead of time. The teriyaki chicken will need to be marinated. So take that raw chicken, put it in the freezer with the marinade, and the freezer, because it freezes, it soaks up all the marinade right up into the chicken. It'll be ready to go, and you won't have to wait 30 minutes or an hour for it to marinate. That's meal prepping, doing things ahead of time when it's easier rather than right before dinner has to be on the table. So I'm going to have pizza on Friday night, and the pizza needs time to develop. Well, since I'm doing a slow cooker chicken and rice dinner on Wednesday night, then after dinner, I can go ahead and make my pizza dough and leave it in the refrigerator for a couple of days to develop so that it'll be nice and tasty when I make pizza on Friday night. Since we're having a cookout on Saturday with the 2 pounds of burger, I'm going to go ahead and slice my tomatoes and onions and peel some lettuce. I'm going to go ahead and chop up a salad to go with the chicken pie on Sunday. You'll also want to make sure that you gather all your ingredients together for your meal the night before. So have out on your countertop your recipe and all your ingredients that don't need to be refrigerated. Then when you get home or you're ready to cook dinner, everything will be all together. This is Jackie from Otherwise. And remember, dinner's at 6.